And thank you for ringing the bell. And you can do that as soon as you're ready, teachers. And boys and girls, listen to the whole sound of the bell. And when you can't hear it anymore, raise your hand. Good job using your superpower of mindful listening. Boys and girls, did anybody get a chance to practice mindful seeing since the last time I saw you? Raise your hand if you remembered to use that superpower with your eyes. Great. I'm so glad some of you were able to do that. And I hope that you've been remembering to practice one of your favorite breaths, maybe owl breath or puppy breath. Raise your hand if you have practiced a breath since the last time I saw you. Oh, perfect. A lot of you have. So I have a question for you. Do you ever feel a little bit restless, like you just can't sit still? Show me with the heart hands if sometimes you feel a little restless, like maybe you've got ants in your pants. Yeah, that happens to a lot of us. Thank you for sharing. It can be really hard to calm down sometimes. And these breaths, like puppy breath or ninja breath, they're easy and they're fun for us to do. And they're going to help you settle your mind and settle your body so that you can feel calm and peaceful. And you can do them as many times as you want. You might have to do it 3 times. You might have to do it 10 times. Whatever it takes to calm yourself down, that's how many breaths that you'll need to take. And try them with your eyes closed. But before you start, remember to sit up tall and straight with your feet on the floor and your body still and silent. So let's practice our favorite breath for the next 3 breaths. All right, ready? Begin. Great. I hope that you used your favorite breath. And if you did the motions, you can do those. If you don't want to do the motions, just imagine yourself doing those motions in your head. Now, on the count of 3, say out loud, but in a whisper, your favorite breath. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Nice job. I hope that you are feeling peaceful and calm. And boys and girls, today's lesson, excuse me, today's lesson is called Mindful Emotions. Remember when we called this class Paying Attention class? Well, today we are going to pay attention to our emotions. But first of all, what are emotions? Raise your hand if you'd like to share what you know about emotions. Ms. Ivaliotis?
Emotions are things that you feel.
Absolutely. Good job. Emotions are feelings that we have in response to what happens to us. For example, pretend it's not warm and sunny today, but pretend that it's warm and sunny outside. and your teacher announces that you will get extra recess time. How does this make you feel? Mrs. Glorioso, someone want to share how extra recess is going to
Emily,
make you feel?
come here, Emily. Say it nice and loud.
Happy.
Yeah, it's going to make you feel happy. And now imagine that a friend at recess decides they don't want to play with you today. Now, how is that going to make you feel? Ms. Perez?
Sad.
Yeah. So your friend is unkind to you, and that makes you feel sad. That's a response to something that happened to you. And in that first example, you feel happy because your teacher says you get more recess. So feeling happy is a response to what your teacher said. But the funny thing about emotions is they do not stay around for very long. You could be happy when you first go out to recess, but then your friend is unkind and suddenly you're sad. Or you can be sad and angry about something, but after practicing your deep breaths or sending kind thoughts, you can suddenly be happy again. So remember that about emotions. They're only temporary. They come and then they go, which is so great. Now let's look at some of the many, many emotions that we have. And sometimes we have more than one of these emotions at a time. Wave to me if sometimes you have some of these emotions. If you can relate, yeah, we all do, right? As humans, we all do. Now, raise your hand if you'd like to share one of the emotions that you see in the picture. Ms. Glorioso?
Come up here so they can hear you. Nice and loud.
Excited.
Right. And stay right there because I have another question for you. When you feel excited, what happens in your body? What does that feel like inside your body?
Makes my legs very hard.
Honey, you have to look towards me and say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes my legs feel like I want to run.
I still didn't hear that.
She said it makes her legs feel like she wants to run a lot.
Oh, yeah. And I saw you run back to your seat. Uh-oh. So that's what happens in our body when we're happy. We just want to move, right? We want to dance, we want to run, we want to play. That's a sensation in your body when you're happy. Now, what other feelings are you seeing up there in that picture? What other emotions? Ms. Perez?
Upset.
Upset, yeah. So you might be crying, you might be sad. And how
No.
does that make
Steven
you-
is coming. Sorry, Mrs. Venga, Steven, dile lo que
Calm.
I'm not sure what you calm. You said calm. Nice. I love that. Thank you. And when you're feeling calm in your body, your heartbeat starts to slow down and you start to relax and you start to feel really nice when you're feeling calm. But when you're feeling angry, some things happen in your body, like you might start to shake and you might get hot. Your heartbeat starts to race a little more. So emotions really show up in our body as feelings sometimes, as things that we can notice. And when you notice the emotion that you're feeling, you can name it, just like we use anchor words. When happy starts to come up for you, you can say happy, happy, happy. So you don't run across the classroom and get in trouble for that, right? Or if angry starts to come up, you can say to yourself, angry, angry, angry. If you're naming that emotion, then you might not do something that you don't want to do when you're angry. You can take those 3 breaths, and then that'll help you calm down and make a really good decision. I have a book that I'm going to share with you next, and this is called Visiting Feelings. The words are a little bit fuzzy, but I hope that you'll enjoy the pictures. And this book is about noticing or paying attention to your emotions and to your feelings, and then treating these feelings like a guest who comes to visit you in your house. You might welcome them in, you might get to know them and learn while they're visiting, learn why they're visiting you. And then you can take care of your emotions a little bit better. So let me share this book with you.
Visiting Feelings, written by Lauren Rubenstein, illustrated by Shelley Hechenberger. Do you have a feeling that's visiting today? Can you open your door and invite it to play? Can you ask what it wants and then check it out? Welcome it and listen to what it's about. What if the feeling plays hide and go seek and won't let you see it, not even a peek? Here's an idea, a good one to try. Look at that feeling with wide open eyes. How does it look? Is it short? Is it tall? Is it thick or thin or round like a ball? Is it bright like the sun, dark like the rain? Or is it a look you can't even explain? Now, how does it feel? Is it light as a cloud floating on air, or heavy and huge like a grizzly bear? Is it soft like your mom when she whispers good night, or loud like a baby who fusses and fights? Is it sharp like stepping on stones with bare feet, or smooth like ice cream, your favorite treat? Is it warm or cold, sour or sweet? Does it shiver with fear when the two of you meet? How did this feeling enter your house? Did it barge right in? Was it shy like a mouse? Did it rumble and grumble like a thunderstorm blast? Or was it quick as a hummingbird darting round fast? And where has the feeling settled inside? In your stomach down low? In your throat up high? If you listen to what your body can say, you'll find that your feelings are really okay. With a bit of attention, a little more care, they might even tell you just why they are there. Some feelings are tough and some are more fun. Now, are you ready for the next one? So, whenever a feeling comes by to play, welcome it in and let it stay for as long as it likes or a minute or two. Treat your feelings like friends talking to you. The end.
Thank you for using your superpower to listen to that story. Raise your hand if you've ever had a real guest come to your house to stay overnight, or even just to stay for a little while. Yeah, most of us have. And after a while, your guest leaves to go home. Well, next time you feel a strong emotion like anger or fear, can you treat that emotion like a guest? Let your guest in, but remember, it's going to go home soon. Try that and see how that feels. Boys and girls, being mindful of our emotions can help us in so many ways. If the emotion is one that we like, we can be thankful for it. If the emotion is one that we don't really like, we can decide how to respond to it and how to act when we're feeling it. And I just want to remind you that everybody has anger sometimes, frustration sometimes, disappointment, boredom, happiness sometimes. Sometimes we feel silly, and all of these emotions are really normal and natural for us. Remember when we talked about the mind jar and how all of our emotions rest down here with the glitter and the water balls? They don't disappear. They're still there, but they're calm. And when you take those 3 deep breaths, they don't make the emotions go away, but they settle them down and they make them calmer. Being mindful helps us to be patient with strong emotions that we might have. And that patience helps you make decisions that'll be good for you rather than harmful to you or someone else, or you'll get in trouble for. In your journal today, you have page 12, and it's about being mindful of your emotions. It says, think of 6 different emotions or feelings that you have, and you're going to write those emotions on the lines under the pictures of the faces. And then you're going to draw the emotion on the blank face of the body of the head. And then your challenge this week is, next time you're angry, stop and take 3 mindful breaths. And then notice what happens and be ready to share with the class what made you upset, what did it feel like to be angry, and what did you do after taking those 3 deep breaths. Boys and girls, today your breath is called question breath. And for question breath, you're going to need your mindful body. So you're going to want to get in, maybe use your shark breath to get into your mindful body position, where your feet are on the floor and your hands are in your lap, and you're sitting up tall and still. Now put your hand on your chin like a question emoji. And as you breathe in, ask yourself silently in your mind, how am I feeling? And as you breathe out in your mind, silently answer that question. You might be feeling tired, excited, grumpy, hungry, chill. It's okay to feel all of those things at the same time, or just one of those things. And it's also okay not to know how you're feeling, because some days I don't even know how I'm feeling. But just noticing, that's the most important part. So let's do question breath again. Put your hand on your chin, take a deep breath in, and ask, how am I feeling? And on the out breath, I am feeling happy. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, boys and girls. And I hope you enjoyed your mindful emotions lesson. Remember, you can practice this anytime you want, just by taking a few deep breaths when you feel a strong emotion coming on. And I will see you again soon. Teachers, you can ring your bell whenever you're ready. And boys and girls, practice question breath today. Have a great day.